Hello, this is Kate, the Daily Tarot Girl, and welcome to your weekly tarot card reading. I'm using the Elemental Wisdom Tarot by Taroteca Studios for this reading. And as always, my intention is to get an overview of the week ahead and just some of the themes, energies, opportunities that may arise for us this week so that we can make the most of things. So I'm hoping that these cards are going to kind of give us some new ideas, new perspectives, and some inspiration for the week ahead. All right, so if you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on the notifications bell if you want to get notified of when I have events or when I'm going to be going on live. And leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of the reading. But let's dive into it. Okay, so the first card that we have for the beginning of the week is the Ace of Cups. All right, I love getting an ace at the beginning of the week because aces have this new, fresh beginning kind of energy. So it feels like we're sort of starting this week with a little bit of a fresh kind of approach, some fresh energy, some new opportunities right at the beginning of the week. The Ace of Cups, this holds the opportunity to open to more love, to really open your heart and see the connections between things, to start the week off on a strong, powerful note of being fully in your heart. And I'm going to say just a few things about that before I keep talking about this card. When we think about like being in the heart, there's a few different ways to kind of get into your heart. Sometimes I'll just like place a hand on my heart and just like notice how that area is kind of feeling. I might breathe into the heart a few times. Or I may think of my center of consciousness, which is normally in my head, just kind of sinking down and then settling in my chest. And just noticing the difference when you do that. And if you were to go through your whole week from a heart perspective, kind of being in your heart, seeing the good in people, seeing the connections between things. It's like certain, certain things will be apparent that wouldn't otherwise be apparent. It's like shifting your perspective and now you're seeing things that you maybe didn't see before. It gives you like a whole new kind of outlook. Also the Ace of Cups, and I would say this with any ace, but it's an opportunity to turn over a new leaf, to start something new. So if there's a new habit or a new way of acting or being in the world as it relates to relationships and kind of the energy around love and around feelings and emotions, the beginning of the week is a really good time to start that. Okay, let's look at the middle of the week. We have Six of Cups for midweek. So this is like Wednesday, Thursday-ish. And Six of Cups is all about sharing and helping, and I call it like the friendly card. There's a like friendly energy. This is about really having like really good intentions and just wanting to not only help others, but having like a sincere desire to brighten other people's day, to really like lift the energy around you, whether that is in your home, your workplace, your community, whatever corner of the world you're in. It's this sincere desire to make things better and make the world a better place, and to really focus on, again, I'm kind of repeating myself, but like brightening other people's day. That's that sincere desire of like, I want to create something really great that other people are going to love, that's really going to make others happy. It's kind of that sort of energy. So that's what I'm getting with the Six of Cups. So you may you may come up against, or not come up against, but you might experience this kind of energy moving in your life. And you may experience it as encountering others who are kind of in this energetic state of feeling called to not just help others, but to uplift. It's this sincere, pure desire to uplift. Uplifting yourself and everyone around you. And what's interesting is we start with these 3 fish, and then here we have 2 fish, and I guess she's also a fish, but now she's a human, part human, half fish. So we kind of do have 3 fish in each card, and there is this like playfulness, I think, with both of these cards. There's a playful kind of energy, there's a light energy, and there's a lot of movement happening. So far, I feel like as we move through this week, some of the things to keep in mind, some of the things that will help you move through the week is to remember to be playful, to kind of lean into that playful energy. And you can ask yourself, how can I be more playful this week? Or if you're struggling with a task or something, it's like, how can I actually be a little playful here? How can I play around with this? And then the other thing that I'm getting with both of these cards is that there's this like warm, fuzzy feeling in my chest arising as I look at both of these cards. This week is a good week for prioritizing relationships, particularly friendships, and really getting into your heart and asking, what is it that I want to share with others? What is it that I want to gift to others? What part of myself do I want to share? Like I feel like we're all unique in a way, and we will all feel drawn to certain things or feel called to express ourselves in different ways. And in following that calling, that is when we start to kind of live our life's purpose. That's when we start to really unfold and become who we are. And it's such a beautiful process. And that's kind of what I'm reminded of as I'm looking at these 2 cards. So when we get to the end of the week, we have 10 of Cups. Wow. Okay. This is a really interesting reading. This is all cups. It's been a while since I think I've done a reading where it was like this. All the cards are from the same suit. Ace of Cups, 6 of Cups, 10 of Cups. It's also interesting that we're numerically, we're increasing. We start with the ace, 6 is kind of midway, and then 10 is at the very end. This is pretty powerful, I think, that we have the ace at the beginning and the 10 at the very end. This is really neat. Lots of funny little coincidences here. So 10 of Cups, this is, I sometimes think of this as like a romantic card. It has that potential to be like a real relationship card, just like the Ace of Cups can sometimes signify either a new relationship, meeting someone new, a new friendship, or a kind of renewal, like an increased energy or an increased connection in an older existing relationship. So that's the Ace of Cups. 10 of Cups, I call this the dreams coming true card. And here we see we have the rainbow in the background. There is kind of a mythical kind of vibe with this card. And that's just what I call the 10 of Cups. It's the dreams coming true card. It's a reminder that dreams can come true. And then sometimes we think that what we desire or what we long for may feel out of reach, or it might feel unrealistic. And 10 of Cups is saying, no. It is totally possible. Dreams can come true. So what does it mean for us on the weekend, though? So with the 10 of Cups, I get a few things here. So the first thing is that this weekend, and I would say the entire week, but definitely the weekend, is a really good time to prioritize your relationships. Whether that is your romantic relationship, friendships, relationships with your children or your coworkers or neighbors or whoever. It's just relationships should be prioritized this week. And I feel like the cards are saying that if we approach our relationships from this place of being in the heart, being centered in our hearts and asking like, what can we give? What do we have to bring to the other person? What do we want to share? How can we be more ourselves in our relationships? How can we be more authentic in that way? And, share ourselves in a very real, kind of honest way that feels like a gift. So with the 10 of Cups, I'm getting that like relationships, definitely prioritize your relationships this week. Definitely at the end of the week, on the weekend, if you don't get a chance to, at the beginning or the middle of the week. I also think that 10 of Cups is saying, don't be afraid to dream. If your life looks very different than what you want it to be, or what you think is possible, don't be afraid to dream. And you can dream as big as you want, but also when you dream, don't put pressure on yourself to achieve those dreams. Your life doesn't have to, like, I think sometimes we have this idea of like a fantasy life, like what's your dream life? And your real life doesn't have to look like that in order to be a success. But when you allow yourself to dream, you really get a sense of what's important to you and who you are. So it's important to allow yourself to dream. What else do I get with the 10 of Cups? I feel like something is going to kind of culminate this weekend. You may find that certain things kind of come to a head in a good way, not a bad way. And you may find that it's easier to resolve if like you've been struggling with gridlock or issues in your current relationship. This weekend may be a time that you find you suddenly are able to resolve those issues and kind of see eye to eye. Also, if you foster really good, positive feelings for the other person, it's easier to find a solution to problems. That's the other thing I get with the 10 of Cups. And 10 of Cups is also about connecting with others, with yourself on an emotional level. So this isn't just shallow connection. This isn't just having a nice conversation or having a laugh together, even though that's kind of fun. This is about really connecting heart to heart on a deeper emotional feelings kind of level, kind of heart to heart. So really beautiful card. So I'm just going to zoom out and kind of look at all the cards together and just see if there's any other things that I'm noticing. I feel like there's a lot of movement with the first two cards. Like there's kind of a lot of flurry of activity and energy. And then with the 10 of Cups, it's more peaceful. So it does feel like we're kind of transitioning from kind of activity to more calm and peacefulness on the weekend. I'm just going to have another look here. I guess I should talk about the Suit of Cups. I didn't really get into that too much. So the Suit of Cups has to do with feelings, like the emotional realm. And it can also kind of tie in with relationships. But think about water, because that is the element that the Suit of Cups is connected to. Now, think about water and how it behaves. And think about, like here with the Ace of Cups, we have the big wave. There's like movement happening. It feels kind of exciting. A wave is cresting. There's this, it's bringing this new opportunity. It's bringing something to the surface. Here we see this mermaid is under the water. Think about diving down beneath the surface, going past surface level stuff and going really deep, diving deep into the subconscious and the unconscious and kind of exploring feelings in that sense, exploring the feelings that are underneath other feelings. And yeah, so thinking about water and how water behaves. And emotions are meant to be felt. And if you refuse to feel the emotion or you kind of try to sort of stuff the feeling or deny a certain feeling, think about how water can behave, or it gets like frozen, or it gets like stagnant, or it's like not moving. You want to keep things flowing. You want to keep things moving. Okay, so that has been your reading. It looks like actually a pretty, I feel like I say this every week. I'm always like, it's going to be a powerful week. But I actually do feel like this week is going to be a powerful week because we have all those cups. This actually might be a week where you have stronger emotions than you usually do, and you might find it easier to connect with other people emotionally, like in a heart level, like in a deeper kind of way. You may feel you get kind of the warm fuzzies off and on throughout this week. I feel like connecting with others is just going to feel easier and more natural this week than usual. So take advantage of that, enjoy it, because of course it won't last forever. So take advantage of that now, enjoy it while you can. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Leave me a comment below. Check out my website, dailytarotgirl.com. I've got tons of fun tarot learning resources on there for you to check out. I'll put the link below this video. So thanks again for watching and have a wonderful week.